Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the number one podcast in the world, football podcast in the world. Check the ratings. Facts don't lie, numbers don't lie, as some people say. I'm here as usual. Your humble host, Oluwaseun Winsala, the only, I won't say the only, well, the best Manchester United fan on this podcast so far. This is like our season 3, episode 19, if I can remember, if I'm correct. But I'm not riding alone today. You might not hear Olu's voice. We decided to give him a break because he has really tried. It's come back to back, which is not part of what we agreed on his contract. But whenever we call on him, he's always here. But we decided to give him a break. And I'm here with a fan whose club finally won a game after like 10 years, Mike Agu. And we have our usual runaway co-anchor Obina in the house.
I'm
Everybody
glad.
make a noise. Make a noise for United. Make a noise. Let's go.
Nah, we don't celebrate mediocrity here. No. I'm glad when you introduced me, you did not call me an Arsenal fan because as at this moment, I am just a lover of the game. I just love football. Just
Really?
appreciate it. Yeah, I just enjoy football in all its beauty. Like today, I was watching Sparta Prague. I was watching like random things. The other day, I caught myself watching on under 17 Champions League. That's to
It's
show you
life.
how deep and in love I am with the game.
So
So I'm
you've
glad.
gone really, really low. This
No, it's
life.
not
It
about going really.
happens.
It's actually when you love something, you exploit in all its depth and
Mm,
facets.
mm,
So yes, I am Obina, your your in-house and resident football lover. So
mm.
yes, Mike, Phil, how are you guys doing, man?
Hold on first before you continue. I like the fact that you said you've left Arsenal.
Now this I've left out. Oh, okay,
So
wait,
you put them
let
on
me
a
like
back burner,
no,
right?
no, no. I just love the sport more
Okay,
now.
okay,
I'm in a phase where I appreciate everything more about the sport now, and
okay.
not just one team. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you were here. Was it 2 podcasts ago or the last podcast? I said Arsenal is a very good team. I'm going to repeat it again. Very good team. They are very good. But the player
Please
now
stop saying
comes
this.
from when you are expecting greatness from them. That's where the player starts from. They won today and they were celebrating. I'm like, are you people not ashamed? Like, are you people not ashamed against Dynamos like that grave that's like, I don't know.
No,
Those
I
guys, they've
think
not played
no.
football in a month. They've not played football this
That's
year. That's their
that
first game this year. And you guys
that's
scored against them
unfair.
and you were celebrating.
That's unfair.
Okay.
Why should a team that is third in the new format of the Champions League not celebrate? It doesn't matter who they played against. The
Mm,
fact that we're third and we've qualified, and from all indications, we can qualify without having to do the playoffs. I think it's
mm,
cause to celebrate.
mm. But yeah. You
Again, I'm
have a
not a
point.
fan of the club. I'm not a fan of the club.
Uh,
I'm
uh.
not a fan. Oh no, sorry.
Why you
No.
swinging
I
back
take
and
that
Don't
back.
forth?
say
I take that.
we.
Yeah. Actually, you're right. You're right. You know what? Let me speak with one mouth now. I'm a fan of the club, but I think your criticism of the players was harsh, and I leave it at that. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Anyway, let me state on this particular episode, today, I said Arsenal wasn't going to make the top 8 of new Champions League format. So let me just put my hands up and say kudos to you people. You guys tried. You're probably
And
going
you
to
were
qualify
admit that you were
without
loud
playing the
and
playoffs.
wrong. Admit that
I,
you were loud and
I
wrong.
was
Say it.
wrong. Yes, I was
No, say
wrong.
I was loud and I was wrong.
I'm not loud normally, so I would never had that to what I'm saying. But before we get into football, let's do mental health check. How are you people feeling?
Yeah, man.
Are you people alive? Mike, are you alive?
Very good surviving,
Did did you get snow in Florida, Mike?
Not here. Well,
But it
it's
was cold,
cold.
Abby.
It's cold, bro. It's cold.
Are,
Can't lie.
are you keeping warm? Are you keeping warm?
Nah, I can't
Here we
keep
go.
home.
Here we go. Here we go.
Can't keep home. I'm by myself in Florida.
Jill, how was snow in Atlanta? I saw people were wilding out. I saw videos of people doing crazy things in
Mm.
Atlanta because you
So
guys got snow.
I was telling a few of my friends here, I'm like, when Nigerians and Africans come to the US and they experience the snow for the first time, the way they react, people like, they're behaving like, they've not seen, they've not traveled before. See the way they
Just
are acting,
let
not
people
knowing that.
enjoy stuff.
Even
Exactly.
wait now,
Sorry, Americana.
even like so when it happened in Atlanta, they were dancing, and I'm like, oh my god, such a shame. So you people be laughing at people that travel here, but you are like acting like you've not seen snow before. Act like you've been
No,
here
but
before.
but, but they
Act
I
like
have a
haven't
question for
they
you.
haven't been there before though. But it's not
Tim, I have a
common.
question for you.
yeah.
If you weren't from Nigeria, where would you like to be from?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good question. Maybe from the Caribbeans. Maybe from the
Damn,
Caribbeans.
that
That's
Let
sounds
me
like
good.
think.
self-hate. That sounds like self-hate.
No. It has, if I wasn't from Nigeria, like
Yeah,
obviously Nigeria is out of the
I think
list.
no. The correct answer is there's no other place I would rather
I would
be
like to
from.
be from. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait. So is Nigeria included?
You
Is,
can do it. You can do it. You did not
no,
take it away.
even with Nigeria included, no, I'm not picking Nigeria. I'm not picking Nigeria. I'm
Damn,
not.
That's why you
I'm
did
damn,
not.
it.
I'm not. Because
damn,
no. If I have to pick Nigeria, I should be in Nigeria. So that says a lot.
damn,
Wait,
That
you
says a
know that?
lot. That says a lot. I'm proud
damn.
of where I'm from. You cannot. You know, if you go
You're
and
not
check my
proud.
Facebook, if you hold on, if you go and check my Facebook
You see,
pictures,
Oktoberfest, he's
you
carrying
see
flag.
all those. Oh, October 10.
He
You see all
He
those.
rocking dashiki.
You see old pictures of me. That's who I am. That's what it's a combination of those things that made me who I am today.
Made you who you are
So
today.
so
Wow.
Nigeria is part of who I am today. I cannot run away from it. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of Nigeria. I'm proud of being a Nigerian. Would I pick them? Nah, I don't think so. I
Damn.
don't think so.
That's
I
cool.
probably be a Caribbean or maybe
What island though?
Yeah, well,
um Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Either that or
Why Trinidad and Tobago? Like, is there something that like is attract?
yeah,
Like, what's
I,
yeah.
I I
attracting
like I
you?
like I like their culture.
Say the
What
Uh
you
truth. Say
mean?
the truth. Say the truth. What about their
What is the
culture?
what about their culture? Like,
Yeah,
we know
I
you
like
grew
yeah,
up in Florida. We know you
uh,
kept going for carnival. Like, what exactly? Like,
yeah. We're
what's
trying to dig deeper here.
it's
Yeah,
a dig deeper. It's a
yeah,
dig deep. I mean, I like their culture. I like their
yeah,
music. I
yeah.
like the carnival culture. I like the way
Ah.
I like the way they speak. Their accent is very, very
mm-hmm.
good. You know,
Mm,
yeah.
mm, mm.
So
Okay.
Trinidad and Tobago. I'm trying to think which other place. Yeah, that's probably the only place I can think of. The Caribbeans. You know, and people like to travel to those places, so it says a lot. Maybe American for obvious reasons,
Ah.
but
Don't let them open. Don't let them ban this podcast. Open, if you weren't Igbo, what would you be?
I can't be anything else. I'm sorry.
So you're a
I'm
travelist.
sorry. No.
No, if
Everybody,
you
I
can't,
love
if you weren't
everybody.
what?
I love everybody, and I'm happy for other people. But nah, man, I'm good.
You're a
I'm good
travelist.
where I
Then.
am. No, I'm good where I am. I'm good where I am.
So are you a travelist?
so
No, no.
what do you say to people that say if you like Nigeria so much, why are you not living there?
No, I'm not contributing anything to the country, so leave
Why
it
you not living
alone.
there now? Why you see you just shut yourself in the food because you're not
How?
even paying taxes to the country,
How do you know? How do you know that? How do you know that?
guy.
How do you
Please,
know that? I use my bank
please
account.
don't pay tax on Nigeria, please. Don't deceive people.
Guys, we are
It-
supposed to be discussing football, and we're
uh,
discussing.
it's true. As an American, anywhere you go to in the world, you still pay taxes to the US. So, but I don't know about Nigeria. Anyway, my song of the week is by one of the hold on, what's his boy's name?
Ah.
Let me check my. No, I have the song. The song is very sweet.
By the way, have you guys heard of this guy, Serotonin?
Who's that?
Go on, I'm giving you songs. Just go and play it for your special one. You
I'm bad. I'm bad with names.
Is it
I'm really
Caribbean?
bad with
So
names.
Shion will not
no,
play it.
What's it?
I said it's not a Caribbean jam, so Shion wouldn't play it.
yeah,
You
that's true.
joker.
You do usually like Caribbean songs.
Yeah, you
No, but
joker.
this Serotonin guy is a Nigerian guy, and I actually found the guy on TikTok because you know me, I'm hip, and I do.
Mm-mm.
I,
Gen Z.
Yeah, yeah, I don't be loud. I'm, cu-
This is
I'm
Villa.
current.
See,
I'm current, and I'm plugged in. But
don't
yeah,
lie. Were you the one that found it, or the special someone
huh?
sent it to you?
No, this was on me. This was on me. Although
Did,
it
did
was
you cry?
trying to
Did you cry when they banned TikTok?
cry.
The man
What?
doesn't use it. They just send him videos on TikTok, so he should not try and stop. If
TikTok.
anything, he was happy to get
We,
a break from
we we
TikTok.
we we live there, man. We live there, man. Come on, man.
Mm.
But the president, he brought it back.
Okay,
Story
yes, our
time.
savior. Um, the title of the song is Tweaker. Like when you're
Ah,
tweaking, it's another word for crash out, and it's by Leangelo Ball. I don't know if you guys know him. His brother plays in the NBA. Gelo. Go and listen to the song. Tweaker. It's very very sweet. It's sweet.
wait.
It's
So it
sweet.
means when you cash out?
Crash out. Crash out.
Oh, crash. Oh, okay. I was like, is this
Mm.
guy? What was that
Yeah,
song? If you
when you're
get out,
tweaking.
cash out. Anyway, um,
See this guy.
all all right, all right. What events this week caught your attention, boys? Football.
Hmm.
See, let's see. No, do you want to start from your club or do you want to start from the top? Which one? Because we literally brought you here because of that.
Oh,
Who?
okay.
Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been struggling, man.
We can start from my club.
Okay.
I'm happy
Which club is
to.
that, by the way? So that just for
Oh, I'm
clarity,
a
so
Chelsea fan. I'm a Chelsea fan.
aha. Just
I'm a
okay,
Chelsea
okay,
fan.
okay.
So, what questions do you have? What concerns? Like,
Say your concerns. Incident now. You guys finally won a game.
I mean, like I said previously on this podcast, um, like the landslide is expected. Like everything we saw, everything that's happening now, we kind of foresaw. It's a very young squad, a lack of experience, a lack of concentration in games and stuff like that. So yeah, we can't really. There isn't too much to say about that. And then in the last few games, we've been affected with injuries. Lots of our players are getting injured again. Lavia can't stay fit. And honestly speaking, I think when he's not injured, he's very instrumental in the midfield. One other very big problem we have is Sanchez. I'm hoping something would happen sometime soon
Sanchez not kill me.
so they can let go of that guy. I don't know, like, did you see? I don't know if Maresca intentionally defends him, but like his last press conference, he was like, "Oh, Sanchez made one mistake or some bullshit like that," but then he saved more than four shots, so he saved us at the end of it. Like some nonsense, like. And I'm like, you can't keep defending this man. Like all these mistakes are avoidable and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what it is. This is what you
That
get.
mistake was so funny because
And
I couldn't stop laughing, man. And
And I think this is like it's also like the absence of like a leader in the defense. So it's like I can't imagine what this team would be like if we had like a Thiago Silva playing
do
next
you
to like
think do you think that
Cole.
would have stopped the keeper making such mistakes?
Um, I mean, it would reduce the mistakes the keeper makes because there will be
Mm.
less. The keeper is going to have less interactions with the ball.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
I don't agree. You know why? Because
Why?
a lot of clubs now want to pass from the back.
No, but I see what Mike is saying in the sense that yes, a lot of clubs want to play from behind, but when you have a leader who will shout at you, right? Who will say, guy, don't dilly-dally on the ball. You're more inclined to make decisions, to make the right decision and also to make decisions faster. As opposed to when you and all of these people came into the club at the same time, you all have very limited experience. I mean, who's going to come and shout at the keeper, right? So,
Yeah, but
yeah.
the
Yeah,
mistake is not about him
and the
dilly-dally on the
mistakes don't
ball.
even happen from like, yeah, Sanchez gives away the ball when we try to pass from the back, but like, I don't think other teams have, punished us
You're very lucky now.
from
Yeah.
that. But then it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of like from like open play. Do you understand? From like set
Yeah.
pieces, and that's what I'm talking about. Like lots of free kicks that like we concede is like you didn't need to make those tackles. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
this is just like the lack of experience, and it's why I kept saying, okay, Chelsea is not on the same level as like Liverpool or Arsenal
Mm.
when it comes to like comparing
Nice,
the
nice.
So, so Agu, you've come here today to tell us nothing new because you've said this thing many times,
That's
and
what I'm saying, and that's what exactly my point, right? Because when I was saying it before, it seemed like I was just like making stuff up and like
you're making
just
stuff up now. It's not
how
coming
am I,
to say anything new.
but we are seeing these things happen and play out today. This is our reality today. True or false?
So, are you telling me that you guys are not good enough to make top four?
I mean, we're good enough to make top four, but like we're not good enough to avoid these mistakes. Look at the games like we've drawn in recent times or like we've lost. Like those are games we were leading. What happened? Why did we draw it? Why do we end up drawing those games? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like
Mm.
it's the lack of experience. There's a lack of concentration in the team. Like lots of young players. Like you can't you can't chase football. I think that was what I've realized in recent weeks. Because like honestly speaking, like everything that's happening to Chelsea now was expected. The only thing that was unexpected or that has been unexpected all season is the top performance that he put up.
Mm.
Everything else is expected.
That reminds me. That Trevor Chaluba situation. You are wicked, though.
Yeah, that was very embarrassing. I can't lie to
Can you
you.
tell us what happened? Tell the audience.
Um, they've well at first, the news was Chaluba doesn't fit Maresca's style of play, right? And so they had to get rid of him, and they were getting rid of players that didn't fit his style of play. At the beginning of the season. Hence what happened to Chilwell. Chico Emeka's case is like, okay, too many people play his position and whatnot. But then Chalobah comes back to Chelsea and Maresca is talking about, oh, they had to get rid of Chalobah for FFP reasons. And it's like, okay, this is like, you're saying two different things. At the beginning of the season, you said it doesn't fit your style of play. Now you guys are saying is because of FFP. So yeah, I can't really tell you what happened there. I think like the sporting directors got ahead of themselves, felt like they knew what they were doing and whatnot, and here we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised he came back because he never wanted to leave, even like regardless of how they treated him and whatnot. But
So, what's the reason why he came back? You guys have injuries or what?
yeah, we have injuries, and I think they don't want to spend big in the January transfer window. And I think anyone that knows like football knows that like January transfer window is kind of like the worst time to like
Mm-hmm.
make transfers because
Yeah.
all the teams are going to like try to rip you off because they know that like anybody you're buying in January is overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because they know that like it's desperate times. Look at City. Look at how much they are spending on like the just raw talents. Like those boys are not experienced. Those boys don't like they don't have anything to their names. It's just
Mm.
raw talent, and they're spending like millions on millions on these people without thinking twice. And yeah, anybody, if you're the team, you're going to want to cash out. So yeah, and
And it
Chelsea,
seems you
and
guys were going for Gray too.
yeah, and they were telling us like 50M or something along those lines, and Chelsea don't value him at that price. And they're
And you
like,
guys were like, you
we
know
might as
what,
well just call our Chaluba
big
back.
up for the same thing.
And yeah, call him back. And yeah, but I'm
Wait,
happy they called
who
him
was
back.
the man of the match against Wolves? I think it was one, right?
Yeah, he was the one. I mean,
That's crazy.
he's all his numbers like he made the most passes,
Yeah,
created the most chances, blah blah
yeah,
blah.
it's just crazy.
His numbers were insane. Now I
It's
don't know how
crazy.
long he can keep up that performance,
No,
but
no, I
I'm
mean,
happy.
so Aaron Wright made mention of players going on loans, and what he said really made sense. He gave examples of, say, if you go on a loan from, say, a big club like Chelsea to Crystal Palace, for example, you know that deep down you're not part of Crystal Palace. You're only there on a very temporary basis, and your interaction with the players to begin with is going to be different. Number two, you don't have permanent accommodation, so you're probably in the hotel most of the time. 3, you have to play to show that you are better than these players. There's a reason why Chelsea bought you in the first place. So your play, your mentality, your strength, your skills, everything about you has to show that you're better than these people. That means your work ethics has to be stellar. You have to work extra than every other person in the club.
Yeah,
And if it works out, obviously, sometimes the clubs don't call you back, don't recall you back. You know, this guy is trash. Let him go.
yeah.
But if you come
So
back, you have to show that you've gone out to learn, and you have to show that you deserve to be called back. If not, they will learn you again. So I
yeah,
guess
I mean,
that's what happened with him.
thinking about it, it's kind of like I feel like the reason why they were comfortable letting Chalobah go without getting a replacement is because they had Disasi, but Disasi has been a disaster in the defense. Like once you see Disasi in the defense, you just know Chelsea is going to
They're in
concede
trouble.
or
Mm-hmm.
lose that game. Um, and yeah, like they have like the Josh Achampong from their youth team. But like again, it's lack of experience or the players that are there are not as good as you'd expect them to be or aren't at the level as you'd expect them to be at.
Mm.
So yeah, like it's again people question like and at first it seemed like it was good business from like the sporting directors and stuff like that, but I think things are getting a bit clear right now and people are beginning to question some transfers like Disbury Hall and well, I'm going to question Hall's transfer and Pedro Neto's transfer. I know people would disagree with me, but yeah.
This is that guy that left your club. What's his name again? The one that he said wants to play center back or something.
Oh, Vega.
The guy, yeah.
He left on loan, but
Yeah.
again, it's kind of like there is a reason why, and um, to touch on that a little bit more, there is a reason why these players like Maresca doesn't put these players in their preferred positions. Do you understand? So like,
Mm-hmm.
someone like Vega, Maresca that sees he's the centre back. There is a reason why Maresca isn't putting him to play centre back. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
He put him to play centre. I think I watched the game where he played centre back in um conference league. But in Prem, Maresca is not taking that chance. Do you understand? Like, and even when like we're in games and like we're losing, and there is supposed to be some in-game management and the moment, Maresca doesn't like make substitutions, and people are wondering like why he's taking so long to make the subs. But at the end of the day, I feel like that just speaks volume as to like him not trusting his bench.
Trusting the players. Mm.
Yeah, so it's like the people I have on the pitch, if they can't do this job, then I don't trust you guys
Do you
on the
watch
bench.
Abbott Elementary?
What?
Abbott
How about
Elementary.
Elizabeth? Yeah,
Vega, he looks like Tariq. Because
don't start.
that's why I can never take him seriously. I'm like, this guy looks like Tariq. I cannot take him serious when he's playing.
How about the Rangers
When
is
the first time I'm
actually
like,
the
when did Tariq start playing football?
But he's actually like, I don't know why he's crying about playing centre back because he's a
He wants to
good
play center
player.
back now. I don't
He's
know.
a good
Can
left
player
centre
want to
back.
play position?
I mean, you can want to play a position, right? But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that um, like what you think is your best position might not actually be your best position. So, and I'll
Mm.
give you an example with Chelsea again. Jackson, I don't think Jackson's best position is strike.
He like his
I
position.
personally think
He's a ball boy. Ball boy.
I think his personal position is like as like an SS or like a left winger, but I don't think like he's a
Say the truth.
striker.
He's supposed to be a ball boy.
If you say so, but he has more goals than all your strikers. That's all I can say. But
Do you know why? Because you guys create loads of chances for him. It should be, and it should be. It should have times 2 of those goals.
first of
It
all,
should.
he worked. First of all, like, if we are going to analyze Jackson, let's not even get into analyzing Jackson and your players. So like,
No, don't. Obviously, we are going through a patch right now. We are bad. All our players are bad.
even when Chelsea was going through a patch last season, Jackson stood out for different reasons.
But it didn't have goals now. It didn't have goals.
What do you mean he didn't? Did he finish like? Did he finish like with like the fourth most goals in Prime last season, or fifth
Fault.
most goals?
No, no.
I swear he
Please.
finished like top six last season with most goals.
Okay, I'll be surprised if that's the case. But obviously, you know what I'm saying. If he's taking those chances, you'll not be having a discussion about him.
But at the
That's
end
my
of the day,
point.
I think what you guys are failing to understand with like those chances, well, me too, is that like he gets a lot of chances, right? And he misses some and scores some, right? He gets more chances than your average striker for a reason. So it's like if he's still burying his like everyone just focuses on like yeah, you're going to as a striker, you're going to come across numerous chances and you're not going to bury all of them.
So are you giving excuses for Jackson? So let the whole world know they are giving excuses for him.
I'm not giving excuses for him. I'm just
Because
saying
I'm
he doesn't
lost.
get
What point are you trying to come across? Like what point are you trying to lay on us?
about Jackson.
Yes.
But I don't think he's as bad as like everyone paints him.
Okay.
Like he gets this chance, like he gets lots of chances, but like he still scores his goals.
Don't let me come to conclusion about your club the way I came to conclusion about Arsenal. Please don't
God.
don't don't because I don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about Jackson. I really don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it seems that this whole week and weekend. I mean, from the last time we came on this podcast, last episode to date, it seems all the keepers decided to do a meeting and feed us with calamity of of performances,
No,
calamity of errors.
Onana is just bad.
Ah man, I don't know, man. I'm tired.
Onana
Honestly,
has been bad. Like he was bad before Man United got him.
I don't know what because
The
people
man,
keep
the man,
mentioning.
the man, the man, the man used YouTube compilation of fantastic distribution to trick these people. Now, the
That
one
guy
that
has been
replaced
bad.
the one that
He
replaced
use
David De Gea, who was a
because
fantastic goalkeeper and servant for the club.
they
Insane.
keep mentioning is I would say is performances half of the season in Champions League. I'm like he was on the bench for a reason, and he became first because the keeper was injured. I see. I have an Inter fan that swears by his name. I'm like, let's even say he can distribute the ball. Since he has joined United, though, I've not seen that distribution. So that's by the side. Can you please keep for me? Just keep. I don't understand. Just keep for me. Let's talk about United because well, it seems like they're ready. I can forgive him for the last goal that he conceded. That happens. Like you can spill. That happens. Which normally you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't spill that kind of ball, but it happens. You see that second goal is where I have a problem with. He watched the ball go across him that he could have punched the ball away. The ball went across him and fell to Mitoma. And obviously, my fullback or my wing back, that one was sleeping. They scored the ball behind him.
Can we just be honest? Like everybody here went to boarding school, right?
Okay.
United play like SS3s. Like they play like SS2s, SS3s. Like they don't have like an aim on the field. They just play ball. Like I don't know how else to describe this, but like they're just bad. From the manager himself is bad. I don't even care about like his past history. Like the guy's decisions are terrible. And I'm saying this because like he has better players on the bench. Like he can come up with like a better formation, but based on again, I don't know what went down with like for example, like someone like Rashford. I don't know what went down behind closed doors. But like these are people you need to call back and like help you figure out what's going on until you get your stuff together before you just I don't know, like and then the defenders, like the midfield, like Mino
Uh,
doesn't look like Mino anymore. Like I
So
don't know.
I get what you're saying, and that's part of my, I would say, conversations I've had with different United fans, starting from Rashford, Garnacho situation. It's always so this problem did not start from him. It's a problem that has happened in the past. Unfortunately, the managers kind of buy into those things. United always find a way to want to do away with the high earners and they paint them in a bad light. So I expected this to happen to Rashford. I predicted that Rashford is next after like Sancho, Ronaldo, De
But
Gea.
don't you think like, but you guys changed like ownership, right? And don't you also
Yeah.
think like it's bad business if you're trying to get rid of a player with like high wages, but you're not giving him minutes? He's
No, I
not
agree with
playing
you.
at all. It's like
No, no,
his
see,
value is just going down.
no, I was about to even talk about that. United even takes it, they take it further than that. They, they market the player. They start talking about silly things about the player. I don't know who does that. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how the information gets to all those big um handles that have like a lot of followership. I don't know how they do it that stories get to the newspapers around the UK, eventually the world. But yes, you are right. The market, I call it the marketing, not even the valuing. They market the players.
Okay, like
For example, when the manager and I keep telling United fans this, but if it seems like I'm the only one on that on that angle, why would you come out knowing that a player is under fire? Fans are already like, oh, this guy. There's a lot of like, I won't say racial undertone, but the player has like a little bit of rancor with the the country as a whole. You now come and the player is struggling for form. You now come and say, oh, every player that comes that I pick, or every player that's in the club, I know everything about them, how they sleep, how they feed, how they do that, and that started problems. Now you now come back again and say, oh, Rashford and Garnacho are not playing because of not they're not playing not because of disciplinary issues. I'm just not playing them. So some very funny story. So that keeps fueling the the fans' minds like against these players. So obviously people just keep talking for
do you
like
know do you know
3 weeks
something I found
straight. It was just
strange?
Rashford.
Do you
Hmm?
know something I found strange recently? And I don't know if it's happened before. Um, so there's been talks about Chelsea going for Garnacho, which I'm hoping does not work out.
Why? You don't want
Anyways,
him?
I don't want him.
Why?
Anyways,
Why?
because he's not who we're looking for. He's not who we need right now. Like we need goal scorers, please. Like
You can score now.
we don't want.
You can
It's
score.
it's not even the point of like whether wanting him or not wanting him. United is asking for 70 M. The
Yep.
fuck,
Which I
please.
support.
Please,
I
I
support.
wouldn't even buy Martinelli for 50 M.
You
Anyways,
people sent oh god Mount. Ah, God.
that you guys can't try to get us back to Garnacho. Anyways,
So
my thing with Garnacho is like, or like United as a whole is kind of like Chelsea were making inquiries, and apparently Chelsea reached out to United to find out about Garnacho's
the
attitude,
situation.
not his situation,
Wait,
like his attitude as like his personality.
really?
And I'm like, bro, like I've never heard of this before.
That's crazy.
And
I'm actually hearing it for the first time from you
do you
now.
remember? Yes, and the only time I heard about anything close to this was like when Osimhen went online and was blasting the Super Eagles coach, and one of the older Super Eagles players reached out to him and was like, "Bro, you're like going to damage your career, or like
I beg, I
because
hate that
managers
thing.
wouldn't want to
I don't
work
bring that
with you and stuff
nonsense.
like that,
I beg,
managers
I
wouldn't want
beg.
to work with him." But like that was like the only time I heard about it. But to come and hear that Chelsea is making inquiries about this is just
The players
insane to me, man. It's
attitudes.
like what press has come out of United that like like people are
Yeah. No,
it's
they did it to
crazy.
Sancho now. They did it to Sancho. And it's crazy because your manager has come out and said, I know Sancho, but the way the level at which he's playing right now, I've not seen that before from him. He has stayed consistent. That says a lot. And during that period, I was telling a lot of United fans, this Sancho guy doesn't talk. He doesn't say anything. He's one of those guys that plays that wants to. It's like Kopama. He wants to play his football and go home. That's what he wants to do. He's one of those players that grew up in the ends and they just want to like play ball. They don't get to fight. They don't get into any argument. If you foul
That's
them,
one.
they'll just move on. If you score, they don't go even celebrate like that. You know, it now force that
Anyways,
guy to talk.
Me,
It
I
says a
would.
lot.
Yeah, if we're going to get anybody from United, I would prefer Rashford over Garnacho.
I mean, I can see why.
I'll
I can
take
see why.
Rashford, please. I think that guy is a baller.
He is.
It's
He
the
is.
same thing that
So
happened to Sancho. Like, he was a
yeah,
baller, but like, no one could see it because he was in United. I think
yeah.
Rashford has a lot in him.
No, people knew Sancho is a baller now. It's just, I don't know, man. The coach, the environment, the whole club. In fact, do you know what's crazy now? They're slashing a lot of salaries. In fact, the legends, they are like ambassadors. They go around the world to like be evangelists for United. And they've come out and say, oh, they want to slash their salaries. All those kind of things. It's just the whole culture is just, man, we just enter one chance.
I can't
So the
imagine
reason
you
why I
guys
feel like
even
Garnacho is, what's it?
imagine Madrid coming for Ahmad right now. They are
They're not asking about this attitude.
no, not even about us. Like, imagine they come for him and get him. Like, that'll be the end of United. You guys are done.
Yes, now.
You
Yeah.
guys might as well get relegated.
Yeah. So as I was saying, the reason why Garnacho is that expensive is probably because of his age. Players that have that age on their side around the world, they always kind of command a lot of price. And he has a name, quote unquote, for his age. And he's not a bad player. I don't know why United fans are saying he should leave. I don't agree with the sale, but it is what it is. If he's going to bring money at this point, United is a merchandise club. We always say merchandise, so I mean, I said just go. But the thing is, I'm going to say this on record. I do not support the sale of Garnacho. Rashford, I can stomach it because man needs to get inspiration from somewhere else. But we cannot afford to lose Garnacho, Rashford, and that useless Anthony in the same transfer window. We do. That means we only have Ahmad and Bruno as our attackers. That is crazy.
Yeah, Zexki and Hoyland.
Let's be serious, please. We're talking about football here, please. We're talking about football here. We're talking about football here. We cannot afford to have those two. I mean, even those ones, let's even say you're right. They are quote unquote strikers. The way this man wants to play, he wants to play two tens. So who's gonna play the two tens if Ahmad is not like giving you that thing, or if Bruno is tired, or if Bruno needs to come deep, which he has been doing in the past 5 games. So it's all good though. It's all good. Yeah, it seems like United is not going anywhere, and we were.
Where do
I
you think
beg.
you guys will finish this season? Do you think you finish
Omo.
top 10?
No, 100% not finishing top 10.
Do you think you
I've said
finish?
this from
Do
the
you think you
beginning. You've asked
finish
me this
top
question many
15?
times now. Huh?
Do you think you finish top 15?
I think the highest we will get to is 13th. That's the highest. And that's because other teams will
That's
connive to make
embarrassing,
us
bro.
13th. Because ordinarily we should finish lower, but other teams would ensure that we finish 13th.
So would you still consider United a big team?
No, they're a big team now. So see, a big team doesn't necessarily it's not about the football alone. It goes beyond the football you play on the pitch. And I think I've said this to many people, even on the podcast. United, Arsenal are the two teams that are very lucky in the world because when our fortunes changed, right? I don't want to say when it started going down. When our fortunes changed, that was when it was just right after social media came about.
Bro, this is like you're just holding on to past glory.
Yes,
Like they
yes,
say,
yes,
I
yes.
get them
No,
before
no,
you
no,
be property, right?
no. We are saying the same thing. I'm saying United is very lucky because when our downturn started after social media came about. If we don't improve, Arsenal and United, if we don't improve, if we don't win things, this generation, like Alpha generation, will not know anything about United. We will not become Liverpool, where Liverpool used to be good, but we don't know anything about them. So we're at that crucial stage right now. If we don't do anything good with ourselves, our big bonus will reduce.
But there's
Fortunately for us
nothing
again,
big that's going to happen in the next two
no, no,
years
no,
for you
no.
guys.
Fortunately for us, Mike. Fortunately for us, whether we like it or not, the number of fans around the world contributes to this nonsense that we are doing. That's why United can be doing this nonsense and they are proud. If our fans will start reducing around the world, they will sit up. United, Madrid, AC Milan, Barcelona, Bayern to an extent, we have like the big names around the world. United has the biggest, the highest number of fans in England. Like any club in England, we've conquered the Asia market. So that kind of contributes a lot, coupled with the fact that we have Africans too who are United fans. So that really
So
goes a long way.
what
Same as
exactly
Arsenal too. Huh?
what exactly have these fans been fans of over the past years? Like what are they like what I do know what's keeping them there? Like
Who's keeping them as fans? I mean, the same way you're a Chelsea fan now. If I tell you
don't
that, okay,
compare us,
stop
please.
supporting Chelsea and
We're
start
not on the same
supporting
level, I
Spurs.
beg.
No. Let's say no. Let's put facts on the table now, right? Will you ever support another team if Chelsea starts struggling badly?
Will I ever support another team? I'll become a fan of the sport.
Exactly. But
I'll
you will still keep an eye on like
I'll
what
become a
United is playing.
Liverpool or Arsenal fan.
Okay. There's no way. No, trust me, you won't.
Ask
You
Obi now,
won't.
he knows.
You won't. And another thing is, guy, people take this fandom to another level. Trust me, like people take it as a religion. People really take it that far. So it's a long way, but you are right.
I like
It's going to
that
start eroding.
the two of you struggling clubs are just, fighting over
Oh,
which team
see this one. Your
is
club is about to be. It says it's
It's a
5 year plan.
struggling
Is
team.
this season? This season, 5 years will complete. To
Sean,
nothing to show for it.
Sean, what would you say if I told you that Arsenal is going to win Champions League this season?
Ah, Obina, I'll buy you under. I'll buy you under.
You buy me a Honda, Mike.
Yes, I'll buy you under.
You're my witness.
The
You
world's
will win Champions
witness.
League. You want to use corner to win Champions League? Are you a joke?
Okay,
Are you a joke?
just know that you heard it here first.
You want to use corner to win Champions League?
How?
Corner kick now. Gabriel
Oh,
and
corner kick. Oh, I thought you were saying like, okay, well,
you want
you
to use it to win Champions League? I beg. We are talking about serious clubs here.
will you
Did you
score
see
from?
what Madrid? Did you see
Out.
what Madrid played today?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Omo,
yeah. No, the game of the for me it was Barcelona Benfica. Did you see Benfica?
guy,
Did you see
it
that?
The
was. I saw
comeback.
it too.
No,
Yeah,
but like
Ah,
PSG's game was also good though.
that was a good game today as well. Yeah,
it
PSG
was good,
City. Yeah,
but that Barcelona Benfica game had everything in it, man. The emotions was just back and forth, like a lot of errors,
I still
a
can't
lot of
believe
foolish
Chesney. I
calls.
still can't believe Chesney is making such stupid music. I didn't watch the game. I
Guy
just
at his
watched the
age.
highlights. But
I watched the game. Oh, I watched the
No,
game.
but
Chesney is
Barca's
ridiculous.
I feel like Barca's problem has always like it's been there from the beginning of the season. Like they've been playing very high lines, and it's not sustainable.
Mm.
Like
So you see what happened, Mike? Did you watch the game?
I watched it to an extent. No, I didn't watch the whole thing though.
Oh, okay. So Benfica kind of capitalized on that what you just said. Unfortunately, Obina, I will not blame Chesney fully. Unfortunately for Chesney, like the line is so high, like the line is so high
Bro,
that it's only one. It's only one, so he has to do something.
those
Unfortunately for
lines
him.
be so high. If you watch their La Liga games, I'm like, guy, how?
What are you guys doing? Yeah. It's crazy. But Barcelona are very lucky because even for that mistake the keeper made, the African scored that first goal. Barcelona wouldn't have had enough energy to come back. That mistake was crazy, man. I
Speaking
could
of
feel it like
speaking of Barca, have you seen Rafinha's number this season?
I saw it too. I was like, what the hell? Really?
Stupid, bro.
The numbers are crazy. And it's captain, so I guess it's got captain the ginger and where.
Stupid.
Apparently, so they voted and they were like, yeah, is him we want as captain. Knowing that, you know what's funny? Barcelona wanted to sell him.
I wish Chelsea bought him.
He was on his way out. I don't think he'll have played like that for Chelsea. I don't think so.
You
I don't think so.
I'm sure he would have played, please.
I don't
But
think he'll
no,
have played
but
that way.
he was balling when he was at Leeds though, so it's not like
You'd
he
have
doesn't. Yeah,
I
so
mean, he
like
was balling, but I won't say to this level
no,
because this level is
of
like
course not. But I
he
mean,
has a point to prove.
but he has
That's
grown
what I'm
up
saying.
too,
Like he was
right?
on his
Like
way out.
he's in his quote unquote football prime, right? So
Guy, no, those numbers are crazy. Like you see that last goal is called. I was
yeah,
like, this guy's gonna miss this ball because there's no way he's gonna score it.
but he
And I
misses
said
some
the net, I
crazy
was like,
chances though. That's the thing. Like
I mean,
he,
he's not man now. He's not a striker, so
yeah,
it happens.
yeah, yeah. He's
Did you,
28,
but in
so
that same game, Sorry, in that same game, he missed
Yeah,
crazy chances too.
some sitters. So
Mm. But that Benfica keeper, man, I don't know. You see that goal that Rafinha scored, the second goal, the last goal that won Barcelona the game.
yeah.
When Rafinha was on his bike, I was expecting the keeper to be there. Like, okay, keeper, oh yeah, come and do something. This guy was on his line. I was like, Jesus Christ. So Rafinha had the whole pitch to himself to drive and to pick any angle he wanted. I was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. I couldn't believe it. And
Yeah.
again, Barcelona, they're still doing UEFA Lona. There should have been a penalty, but it's okay.
Well,
It's okay.
I don't know about that, but all right.
I mean, you're crazy Barcelona fan.
It's a cool.
Crazy
I'm
Barcelona
screaming.
fan.
So this weekend there's a big game, City Chelsea.
That's true. That's true.
What are your
That's true.
thoughts?
Um,
Mike, let's the end of the game talk now.
Yeah.
um, um, so the first time we played City this season was the first game of the season, and you know that was a game. And when I came on the podcast, I said something. City would not beat Chelsea the next time they play. Chelsea will come out victorious. Chelsea is going to beat City, and I still stand by that. Chelsea is going to beat City over the weekend.
Are you not shameless? Are you not shameless? I
Shameless
beg,
about what?
please.
No,
That
City,
why?
they're struggling right now. What
Nah,
is it about? I
well,
after
I
the
beg.
mean, you can only play who's in front of you now.
Yes, but guys, don't gloat about it, please. Don't gloat about it. Chelsea City are very, very useless.
what do you
Very, very
mean?
useless. Like they are so bad. Right now, they are so bad. They not make Bernardo Silva inside
Silva,
box 18. He
bro,
felt it.
that was defending. Like it's bound to happen.
Okay.
they
How,
don't
how
they
about
don't they don't
Nunes
not
that they
let me
And
know,
what's
Mike.
dribble?
funny is Bernardo Silva saw that coming, but he couldn't stop it. He tried his best. He see how he put
Oh
one knee on the
more.
floor. He saw it coming.
But by the way, I'm looking at City's fixtures. They are
Yeah, they're playing top six next.
they
Like
have
everyone in the
a
top six.
they have a rough run coming up. So they have Chelsea,
Mm-hmm.
then they have Club Brugge, which if they don't win that game, they're not
Yeah, they're
in
done.
next.
They're
They're
done.
out. They're
Yeah.
out. Then
Yeah.
they have Arsenal. Then they have Leyton Orient. But after that, they have Newcastle, Liverpool, Spurs, Forest, Brighton, all back to back.
Ah.
Like yeah, like again, I
Almost,
say Newcastle, Liverpool, Spurs, Forest, Brighton, Leicester, and then United at Old Trafford. Yeah, that's a rough
almost,
run, man.
can we hear what's that thing? Comunicado, I mean official comunicado,
Official
comunicado of
communication. Nah,
almost
Pepe.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
rough.
that's a rough run, man.
his face to be bloody. He sees the guy scratching his head and his face. It's gonna be
Yeah.
very, very bloody
Honestly,
this time around.
I think one problem they're also having is um there wasn't like a good succession plan in place prior to this season.
Yeah.
Like all their players seem a bit old to me.
They're old. What's
The
going on a
likes
bit old?
of
They're all
the
old.
likes of Kovacic having to even call Gundogan back is insane.
It's terrible, terrible,
Um,
terrible idea.
Bernardo Silva, KDB, like bro, those are men.
You see that
Those are
Bernardo
like
Silva thing?
those are men that
You
played with them Obi back in the days. Like Obi has retired. Those men are still playing.
Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one.
you see that Bernardo Silva buy or Bernardo Silva return? His first game. I don't know if I said it on this
No,
podcast.
Gundogan, you mean?
It
Gundogan, yeah.
felt sorry, Goodogan. His first game, it felt like all of them were singing reggae. He was the only one singing blues. All his passes were just off. He was in wrong places. In fact, he even stopped a shot that was going inside the net. I'm like, guy, what's going on? What's happening here?
You guys,
I just knew it wasn't going to work out the way they thought it was going to be.
you guys.
And it's okay, Sha. It happened, Sha. It happened. It's bound to happen because we cannot be top forever now.
You
It don't
guys.
do.
I have so in watching Chelsea's game, or in
Mm-hmm.
watching Chelsea's games. Well, I don't know how you guys watch football, but please, you guys talk to me, Sha. I'm thinking of how to put this out.
Why are you scared now?
I'm not
Talk.
scared. In watching Chelsea's game, I think I've noticed something, right? when you're not playing with players as intelligent as you are, you seem to look like you're a bad player or you're not good enough.
So what are you talking about here? Which
No,
player?
first of all, do you agree with that? And Ovina, do you agree with that too? Like, before I call some people else.
I mean, to an extent, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
wait, so let me get the point here. So you said, yeah, when you're a quality player but you're playing with people who are terrible, they rub off on you, and so you look subpar. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
it's like if
No, no,
you
no,
guys are not
no.
like on the same wavelength, like you're thinking like 2 steps ahead of like if you're thinking 2 steps ahead of everyone around you, right?
Yeah.
When you make a decision on the field, it's going to look like you made the wrong decision. Meanwhile, the other
Oh
person
yeah.
is supposed to like,
I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree because if you are the best player in the team and your level is very high, it's going to show. So no matter you play, people not take
okay,
that as a
I'll
mistake. They
call
will say
okay,
that the other player did not read it
okay.
well.
Um, look at how have you guys been watching Chelsea's game recently?
Just talk now, ask question.
There's a reason why because if you've not watched, then I'll look for another team where like it happens there. Okay, but I'll use Chelsea for example. Someone like João Felix, people say he's the user. Like Chelsea wasn't supposed to buy him. Like he's useless. Blah blah blah. He was an unnecessary buy and whatnot. But when you look at the way Felix and Palmer play and look at people around them, you realize that these people are like levels above. And
Mm.
for someone obviously like Palmer has gotten the like opportunity to like express himself, get his numbers out there, so like he's trusted. Felix, on the other hand, hasn't gotten that opportunity. Do you understand? It's kind of like a substitute for Palmer, but then it's like if the people that like play alongside Felix are like as smart as he is, and like some of his decisions on some of his on-field decisions wouldn't be seen as like, okay, this was a mistake from the player. But then, like, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, for example, like he can be thinking about making a pass, but you're just standing there. It's like you guys are just not on the same wavelengths. But
Is it the same player that people want to offload?
what do you mean wanted to like
You guys want to offload them now?
they wanted to offload him? Wait, right now?
Yes. Yes, they want to. Or they want to.
I mean, it's because there are too many people in that position. But exactly my point is like I don't see the
So
reason why
is it a
I don't think
substitution
he's a
for? Is
bad
it a
player.
substitute
I think he's
for?
good. What?
Is it a substitute for? Is it a substitute for
Palmer.
Kopama?
Yes, he's that's like the position he plays. Like they play the same position.
Do you know? Do you know what I hear from you? Guess what? Just guess what I hear from you.
What?
Just say any word. Think about it.
I don't know, but all I'm saying is
Just say it now. Let me hear now,
You sure
please.
you're
Help
asking for
me.
trouble?
all I'm saying is
Don't say. Just say the word
if there
now,
is a way
please.
Martin can find a way to play both of them, then that would be nice.
I beg. It's just excuses because Sancho, you can tell Sancho's quality is high. You can see it's like okay. I think the
I'm
last
sorry,
goal.
but Sancho is not as good as Felix.
It's okay if it's okay if you assume if you believe that. I'm not arguing that with you. I'm not comparing both of them. I'm trying to make an example. Sancho's football is
No, but
IQ is very high.
that's a factual statement, though. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
okay, no
Joao Felix is a
problem
better player
now.
than Sancho. Okay, we just want to make that clear. All right.
Um, when I think it was the second, so Kopama has scored 2 goals in the last 2 games, right? Am I correct?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So the goal before this last goal, the pass Sancho made, not when he fainted. I mean, when he fainted
I know
the
the goal you're
defender.
talking about.
That's good. I'm not even talking about the feint. It's that last pass that he made. That's what did it for me. The soft pass in between players. That's IQ. That's so.
So
Why is that happening for him and it's not happening for
if
another
that's
player?
what you're going to like base your IQ on stuff like that, then Felix is like miles ahead. Like I'm telling you, like, and which is why I was asking, have you
But
been
it's
watching
not.
Chelsea's
But
games?
wait. If you're being truthful to yourself, was that the first time since Sanchez playing for you that he has made that pass? Don't lie.
See how
Uh,
it,
and I, and I, see, you asked me that if I watch your games, and I'm asking you that quote unquote watch your games. Is that the first time you see Sancho making that
it's not
pass?
the first time, but Felix does more.
So how come he doesn't get to be players that are supposed to score?
How come what?
Mind you, mind you, Sancho makes those passes to Jackson, and Jackson still misses those passes. But nobody is saying Sancho is making mistakes. So why you say when it's now Oga Felix time? Oga Felix, that's even a good name. When I became Oga Felix time, this is a mistake.
That's what I was asking you. I don't know how you watch your football. Do you watch your football like every other person, or do you watch your football analyzing things like individually and breaking things down? Because like there's nowhere on earth you like. First of all, they don't necessarily play the same position, and the reason why
No, I'm not comparing both of them.
and the
Don't get
reason
me
why
wrong.
Maresca
I'm not
plays
getting
one over
wrong.
the other is based on like team balance. Like
Who and who?
for example, you mentioned Sancho. You're like Sancho has gotten more prime opportunities than Felix. And the reason behind that is like a team balance, defensive and offensive. Like,
So let me ask you a question. Do you think I'm comparing both of them?
I don't know what you're comparing.
I'm not comparing both of them. I'm just giving you an example of like that's your player. That's your okay. Let me use an example if that's too much for you. When Isaac is playing for Newcastle, right? Right now, the way the form is in right now, would you say this guy's level is like above everybody else? So if he's making bad runs, would you say, oh, yeah, bad runs, right? Is that a mistake? No, it did happen. Am I missing something?
I,
Do you watch Newcastle play?
yes, I do watch Newcastle play.
Okay, okay.
But, yeah, I mean, we can just agree to disagree.
You're just giving excuses. You're just giving. Let me ask you. Since you asked the question, let me ask you this question. Somebody sent one of our fans, Obina Kanye, one of our fans sent us this question. So the question is: do you believe in moments in the game determine the outcome of the game?
Do you believe what?
Moments determine outcome of a game.
I mean, each game is different, right? So you can't. I don't think that there's a definite answer to say it's not moments, it's the plan. Because some people come with a plan and they execute that plan. And then in some games, some people come with plans and they execute that plan to the T. You know, for example, Mourinho's Chelsea, when they would play Barcelona, when they played, I don't know if you guys remember the 2011 Champions League,
I want to remember.
yeah,
Alpha.
no, but I mean, so certain plans work, and whatever the opposition tries, you completely nullify it. You come in with a plan, it works. But then other games, there are games as well, Mourinho's Chelsea, where they would set up the same way, but a particular moment, somebody kicks the ball, he hits his teammates back of the head, and then, or for example, that Benfica goalkeeper, the moment where the Benfica keeper kicked the ball and hit Rafinha and then it went in. That was a moment that changed the game because up until that point, Benfica's game plan had been working. So the point I'm trying to make is yes, there are games where it's a game by game situation. There are games where a particular moment changes it, and then there are games where the plan going into the game uh, um is what prevails. So that's my take on it.
Mike, the person that they play and they watch different type of football in Chelsea. Please come and answer the question.
Um, I think moments in the game define a game. It's kind of like, I mean, like they say, like if you don't take your chances, you get punished for it. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with Obi, but on the other hand, the whole idea of you not taking your chances and getting punished for those would, I guess, that answers your question from my point of view.
So yes, moments determine the game.
Sorry?
Moments determine the outcome of a game.
Yeah.
I think I would, because I was thinking about it too. I would agree that moments determine the outcome of a game because if not, it's just gonna be 0-0 and no team score. If you use City PSG, it was those moments that City scored back to back. If they were good, the moments that PSG started like changing, and if those, I would say, errors didn't come up, those are quote unquote moments, City will have won the game.
No,
So
I mean, but that's not always the case, right? There are game, which is why I said
mm,
it's a game by game. You have to analyze a game by game because there are games where you come in with a plan and
mhm,
you essentially don't give the opposition, quote unquote, a moment to have, right? Let you completely nullify everything that the opposition throws at you. So you can't really
mm.
say that. Like,
So, Obina, my
the-
question for you is, what would you define as a moment in the game? Now, because if you think of like, yeah, what would you define as a moment in the game?
a a crucial especially well because the point of football is to score goals and goals win the games. When you deny an opposite, well, actually, there are many moments in games, right?
There are
Right.
different moments,
Yeah.
man.
So
Mm.
so so
Red card,
exactly
injury,
foul. Yeah. So
subs, wrong subs.
a situation in the game that completely turns the quote unquote momentum or
Mm,
causes a shift in momentum in the game. That's what I
mm.
define
So are we
as a
saying
moment.
that? I feel like I think this is my take. I feel like a team that can control the veracity of moments of during the game wins the game, wins the match.
No,
So, for
I
example, if you
disagree.
collect red
I
card,
disagree.
if you can control the veracity, like you don't allow those moments, like the opposition's moments. If you can control the veracity of those moments against your team, for example, if your team gets a red card, and
So
you can, I mean, Arsenal should know more of this because they're very proficient in that. If my team gets red card and I'm able to control how the other team reacts to that red card and I go ahead to win the game, I think, I mean, does that make any sense? I feel like
but that's the beauty of football, though, right? Like, so even when you think, quote unquote, you have a situation under control, right? The each my point is each game is different to where like when you think you have a game under control, something
the
can just
moments, not the whole game, those moments.
but how just to say how you don't know in advance what a moment is going to be, right? Until I don't know. I just feel like this asking if moments win games. Of course, moments like are you know crucial in games and they determine game or they define the outcome of games or they determine games. But at the same time, I feel like you can't just I don't know if
That is the struggle.
no yeah I'm trying to articulate
Is
because
this question more? So hold on. People that don't know, Obina has a PhD.
it's not.
Is this question harder than
Oh
your
my God.
PhD thesis?
No. I just feel like
You are struggling.
because it's a complex idea. Sorry, why am I watching this thing? Running water. It's not as easy as it appears on the surface to just say, oh, a moment defines a game because people come in with game plans, right? And a lot of times those game plans work where
so,
there are no moments, right? And
so,
so, yeah, they're gone.
so I think the right thing would be to say that like moments can define the game, not moments define the game. Because there are certain moments in the game that like okay, like a red card situation or a
Exactly.
penalty, like that can define the game, but that doesn't
Wrong
necessarily.
call, wrong penalty.
Yeah.
Arsenal scored against what team do you guys play? It was supposed to be a corner kick, but you guys scored from it. So what kind of things?
Right. So
Even
that's
that
what I'm
kind
saying.
of
That's what I'm saying.
situation where like the
It
VAR.
depends. Each game is different. That's what I'm saying. About each game is different, and so you can't definitely say that. Oh, a particular moment is what determines the outcome, right?
Mm.
It's a game by game situation. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, this question, I'm sure people they will give their feedback and we'll
Question:
come back next episode to talk more about it. Yeah.
what did you guys think of like the VAR recommending a red card and the ref giving a yellow card situation?
Oh yeah, I heard about it. I think it's a welcome development. Um, I I don't subscribe to the fact that when a ref is told to go and look at the screen and automatically feels that it should be a penalty or it should be a red card. I applaud that ref for standing by what he gave and
Interesting.
saying play on. Yeah. Because guy, if you look at the percentage of when refs go and check the screen, it's always end up in some crazy call. Like maybe like 95% of the time.
Obi, what do you think?
In EPL, I don't know about other leagues. I think other leagues can change, but
Yeah, but
for
once they go
EPL,
to
yeah,
the screen, yeah, it's a penalty for sure or a red card.
or red card, yeah. So or they cancel the goal or handball, like so many things. I think Barcelona again. That should have been a penalty. The ref said no penalty, and yeah,
But
there's not been having anything otherwise. But
with
yeah,
that,
it's
Sorry, I missed. Sorry, I missed. What was the question?
what do you think of the situation where like the VAR recommended a red card, but the ref ended up giving a yellow card?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, the decision should be made by the on-field ref, right? So
correct.
whatever the on-field ref, because he's the official, the VAR is just supposed to be there as a supplement, as to assist and then to point out things he might have missed. But at the end of the day, the final decision rests in the hands of the on-field ref. So if he says that you know uh, if he feels that what he says is what stands, then I mean, yeah, the VAR shouldn't, there's no need for the VAR to overturn it. Now, where the ref has missed something, the VAR can point out, so like red card or penalty or a handball, that kind of thing. If he doesn't see it, he should at least take a second look and hear the recommendations of the VAR. But at the end of the day, the VAR can only recommend. The ref is the one that executes. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you have anything against it, Mike?
Yeah, I mean,
You don't like it?
I feel like the ref was supposed to listen to the VAR because, yeah, the ref has a final say, but like, I guess the VAR had like, time to like, you know, go over what happened, look at the situation, assess it, and then give their recommendation. But the ref, like, that's something about like being present in the live game. Like, you don't get to like see a replay of what happened.
but
Do you
but
understand?
but then why? So I don't know I'm not sure I know the case you're talking about. Why didn't the ref go to the screen?
I think the reference to the screen. I came back.
Where to the screen?
Now he came back and he said,
Oh, so he had all the information.
yeah,
Yeah.
Then I mean, it's his call to make, right? I mean, the
well,
point of the VAR is to show stuff that could have been missed, but at the end of the day, the referee is on the field and is the one making the decision. Now, it, it it's possible it's the wrong. I mean, from what it seems like from what you're saying, he made the wrong decision, but it's still his decision to make, right? So
yeah.
It seems Mike trusts the people behind VAR. Not VAR itself, but the people behind VAR so much that he thinks all their decisions are
No,
correct.
no, you know me. I've always said like, um, I guess this adds to the beauty. Their inconsistency adds to the beauty of football. Like
See this guy.
I've always said it. Like this happened against Chelsea. Do you understand? Like the guy pulling Cucurella's hair and the ref saying it wasn't a violent conduct and so it's a yellow card
He did not pull his hair, please.
and it's a
I
yellow
beg.
card. Okay, that's
He did not pull
fine.
his hair. He did
I'm
it.
not
He didn't
arguing.
pull
I
his
said
hair.
again. That's football for me. Like I love it. Like nothing is
Mm,
consistent, and that's how it should
It's
be.
okay. I'm just glad that Arsenal fans cannot complain about officiating again this
no,
season.
we
So
actually can, but because
you
poor
are really drunk.
poor officiating has cost us points, but that's okay. Like we've come to accept it
Mm.
that the refs in the Premier League are terrible. But again, we
Uh,
have a lot.
Shay will be saying it.
No. We've been saying it too. Like in fact, I think Arsenal fans we've clearly been saying that there's a conspiracy against us for like three
Yeah, but
seasons.
it's not against you guys.
Mm-mm,
It's
mm-mm,
it
mm-mm.
goes across board. They are bad across
No,
board.
I
I'm
mean,
telling
there
you.
are some teams that get calls more than others. So,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Don't let us argue about that because if that's it's a prominent topic on this podcast.
Yeah.
On a final note, you guys know that Jose Mourinho was seventh when they sacked him. right?
We mean with
Spurs
Tottenham?
under
Yeah,
Angie.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Spurs under Angie, they are going so far down that they might discover oil.
But they're still in two cup competitions,
It's a cliche.
and
Hmm?
they're in two
And they are
cup
2 points
competitions.
behind United.
That shows you how, and everybody saying United is very bad.
But Ten Hag, where was Ten Hag when he got sacked? How many games had he lost when he got sacked?
Then I can ask lost. I can't
No,
remember, but it was
did I say Ten
where
Hag? What was your last manager?
Mourinho.
No, Ten Hag was the last manager.
Oh yeah, Ten Hag. Yeah, Ten Hag. Why are you confusing me? Yeah, where was Ten Hag when you guys sacked him?
They were
We were like, I
12th,
think we were
13th.
like
How many
11th or
games had you guys
12th.
lost?
I cannot remember.
Anyways, this guy
What's the
has lost
point?
more games than that man,
Ooh,
and he's
Amorim.
ooh.
your current manager.
So you know my problem with like when we're having this kind of conversation, and it irks me a lot. It annoys me a lot. I'm talking about a club. Why are you bringing another club into it? Like I don't know why people do this. It's just it's annoying. We know that United is bad, and to show that United is bad, Spurs is even worse because why are you below United? Why are you below United? You should not be below United.
I mean,
You
United is
shouldn't be.
United and Spurs are mid-table teams. I don't know why this is stressing me out. Like that's where you belong.
We're below mid table, so we're fighting relegation.
That's where you
If we
guys
lose
are
our next
supposed
game,
to.
we'll be battling relegation, so it's okay. But yeah, my point is that man, I don't know what
No,
excuses
but
this for him,
no,
but
I mean, again, you have to understand the club that you're analyzing. Spurs, they'll tell you that, I mean, for them, if they win
Injury.
Carabao, there's that, but if they win Carabao and they finish 13th, for them, that's a good season, right?
Hmm.
So you have to analyze. They've not won a trophy in God knows how long, and Ange said that he always wins his second season. So it seems like the board is backing him to, I guess, take them to quote unquote that promised land, but we'll see. They won their
Crazy.
What?
they won their FA Cup match, and then they also beat Liverpool in the first leg of Carabao semi-final. So I mean, we'll see how what happens in Anfield, and then I can't remember who they're playing in the FA Cup, but yeah, I mean, if they do the double, then that's a great season for them.
They
You guys
want to
seen
steal it.
how Forest was playing?
Yeah. Those guys are. I think our next episode we should talk about Forest in
Nottingham
full,
Forest,
and
yeah, no.
yeah, I think we should dissect
Hopefully they don't lose
their
before them.
style. What was it?
I said hopefully. Oh, they're not going to lose. They're playing Bournemouth.
No, even if no,
Bournemouth's
Bournemouth is good
tricky.
too.
Bournemouth is tricky.
Bournemouth is good too. But it doesn't matter
No,
even if they
they're
lose. It
not
doesn't
losing
really
that
matter.
game.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Yeah,
They've punched above their weight already,
yeah,
so it's okay.
yeah.
they must.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you for showing up on this episode. Thank you for our listeners out there, our fans. Keep listening to us. We need your questions. We need your opinions. We need your facts that Obina might have missed or things that Obina might have lied about. Let us know in the comment section or message us directly. We love you guys. We are family. In the club, we are fam. So in this podcast, we're all family. Mike Agu, hopefully you guys not lose the next game, Sha. But it's okay. It's okay because all I hear is excuses.
I'll be back here when we beat City.
Oh yes, you should come back. You should come back.
Come back. You see, I allowed you to go when you guys started losing. I allowed you to go and stay one
No,
side to
Obina
rest.
thinks we're
And I brought you back when you guys started
Obina
winning.
thinks we're going to lose, and that's why he's happy to have me
No,
back.
I actually want you guys to win, but I can't trust you. That's the problem. Like I actually want you guys to beat City. I actually want City to struggle this season so that yeah, but I can't trust Chelsea. Can't
But
trust
see,
Chelsea.
see, as they've gotten new players, but we'll see. Obina, hopefully you come back on next episode. We'll have to be begging you
I'm
to come.
always here. I'm always here. My New Year's resolution is to be here
So
Story.
and to
so
continue
who starts now playing?
What?
Wolves.
As you continue to do what?
Huh?
As you continue to do what?
To
We're about to say
to keep
something.
yeah to keep to my word. I told you I'll be here more often this season
Okay,
and this
we'll see.
this year. And so far I've been
Mm.
3/3.
Okay. It's 2/3. It's two
It's
over
three over
two
three
whatever.
three over three, my guy.
Okay.
All right, brothers.
All right.
I'll see you guys next week, and
Yeah.
stay warm. And
Yeah. Still one more.
yeah, all right. Bye.
Yeah. Peace.
Mhm.
And Glory United. Glory United.
Ugh.